And if I want to be really dramatic, I would put my ring. I would put my ring on the counter and be like, it's like a kind of scary, and put the fear of God in it. Like, there's
انت طالع انت
like I don't even want to wear your ring anymore. Hey, I'm Zainab.
And I'm Mia.
And welcome to another episode of Sprinkles and Spice.
And where the fuck is Cupid?
Somebody please tell us, because we need to talk to him. We need the customer service for Cupid.
So speaking of Cupid,
Happy Valentine's Day. And as you can see, for those of you watching, we are surrounded by a beautiful arrangement of flowers and some cake provided by Flowered.
so for those of you who have the Flowered app, get on it right now and get flowers, because I know you forgot to order flowers for your loved ones. And if you don't have the Flowered app, call them, go on the website, figure it out, get the Flowered flowers, get the cake, get the teddy bear, don't cheap out.
And if you do, shame on you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since this is a special edition episode, we're doing something different today. A little different.
Yeah.
I don't know. But basically, we have a spokesperson for all men.
On Earth.
On Earth. Every single man. Mm-hmm. He is your customer service.
He's the complaints board.
He will answer all our questions as women, collective. And we're just going to put him on the spot. He's in the hot seat today. Ahmed AlShahabi, aka Mr. Shahabi. Woo!
Thank you for having me. Thank you. هذا مالي شغل فيه أنا. زين. First and last يعني. As we mentioned in the earlier takes. زين.
You're ruining the magic.
Now why?
This is one roll.
Okay, excellent, excellent.
No cuts.
We didn't do any cuts.
We did it. حتى organic حتى. I'm gonna answer on behalf of average and يمشي حاله guys and above.
Okay.
زين اللي تحت هذا no ما يشوف فيه. We denounce him.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys. Let's see the question rolling. عشان we know maybe we're gonna grill together collectively.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Which is better.
Obviously, we're generalizing today. So if you're easily offended or you're like,
Leave.
you're generalizing,
Just you gotta go.
you gotta go. All right. Well, we gotta ask you, do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
No. I don't buy anything on Valentine. I put myself airplane mode. I pretend I'm busy. So
But you're here today.
Wait.
I'm here today.
Airplane
Worst
mood.
guest to have for this episode.
Asel, the best thing ever. Bring me on Valentine's. That's my excuse, by the way, so I don't go out with anyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm filming. I have work.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you have a Valentine, or is it the bear you're squishing right now?
No, so this is my way of love. The love language.
Abuse.
So no, I have a Valentine's, but I don't celebrate Valentine. There is a difference.
You're poor Valentine.
So what are you
I'm
getting
for
her?
Valentine. My phone call.
Not
My
even
love.
dinner.
He said my love.
Yeah, phone call.
My eternal
today
love.
I'm busy. Bacher. So
Wow,
like
she's-
we can do anything at the 13th and 15th. 14th, no. I'm not gonna go with the pink wave this one.
Pink wave.
So
Yeah.
if you're a guy watching this, please don't listen to
اسمع
If
save
you're
your
a guy
money.
and doing this, you will die alone.
Your option B ترى دير بالك. هذا الصج كيفك.
You're supposed to be here to help us, not to ruin it.
He's not spreading the message of
I'll
love.
give you the secret. So with your questions, I'm gonna give you the secret that what happens in the camp, guys. Like when you do this move, I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna retaliate.
What he's
Yeah.
translating men for us.
Okay, but what if a woman like really wants to celebrate Valentine's Day and her guy is like, no?
She should like really use that card on him. Really, I was very looking forward for it.
Act dumb.
And then if that doesn't work, you have to tell him that he's gonna ask you naturally. So انت شو راح تسوين يعني on Valentine? What are you gonna do? Tell him I'm going out with a friend. And don't mention who, what. If he asks which one, tell him and a friend. That's it.
Yes.
When he
love
messaged
that.
during that time, don't reply.
I'm
Don't
with a
look at
friend.
it. Don't.
Girls, ladies,
Listen up.
Anyways, all right. So let's get into the episode. The first thing that we want to talk about is the pressure of gift giving on men,
Not on women.
not on women. Obviously, women are not gifting men on Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
we're not. I'm
Yeah, why
literally
is
the
that?
gift.
Why is that?
Do men
Because-
expect
excuse me,
gifts?
hold on,
Do you
hold
want flowers?
Do you want lip gloss?
Do you want? Yeah,
No, no,
do you
I
want
mean,
lip gloss?
anything عادي I might take it from you and give it to someone else. So I have a stock. I have an option.
I just want to say.
I'm gonna give you a lip gloss and it's gonna be open.
It's okay. عادي
Lightly
recycle.
used.
Yeah, lightly used. And then whoever you re-gift it to is gonna be like, whose lip gloss is it?
It's
She's gonna put a hair inside. You know, it's like when you
and a
open
very
it.
specific shade.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be like, this is not my shade. But no, tell us, do men really feel pressure like on Valentine's Day?
No, because if he knows if she's like the average common, like everyone expects something, so he's like flowered, and he's gonna choose a bouquet like يا أحلى عروس ولا whatever cheesy thing he's gonna write to it, and he's gonna send it. بس خلاص.
To multiple girls.
Yeah. Go to the one, yeah. That's it. He did his deed.
The
He's done.
laziest
That
thing
is
ever.
so. I had actually. Remind me of something. I knew a guy who had his secretary send gifts, and she would well, not just gifts. She would send flowers and cards, and it was the same exact message on every card.
That's smart, actually. It's time efficient. Okay, and it was from a woman to a woman, so
She knows what to get.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what to tell. What exactly?
I just remember that, and like my heart just sank. I was like, "Oh my god! Don't get any ideas, man. This is not for the man."
Yeah. I mean, the easiest thing is to date girls with the same name, so that way you just
Every girl called. Remember Sarah with an H? Hey, Sarah with an H. Be careful.
every girl's fake name was Sarah.
Sarah,
Such a-
Manar too.
What's your name? Sarah.
Why do you use fake names? Now I need to ask that question.
Because
Because
because we're girls and we need
We're
to
being
protect
serious.
ourselves.
so every girl has to be like some sort of a vigilante at night and
Yeah. No,
use
but we're
a different
vigilantes for each
name,
other.
and you expect him to trust you while you're doing Batman on him.
No, but like
We do it for safety.
in all realism, yeah, we do it for safety, and also like there's this like fear of being judged, I guess, or like I don't know.
There's a fear
Why,
of
but-
just
yeah,
existing. Being a woman, you get you. A guy can literally just stalk you and kill you. Like girls go on runs and they get killed just for going on a run at night. Are you
Guys
kidding
don't
me?
get killed in Kuwait, let alone women.
Okay,
Nobody
I'm not.
gets
We're
killed.
not let's not.
No,
keep
they
it
get
here.
harassed.
Like
Harassed,
get
yes.
harassed,
That's
yeah.
get
granted,
followed
yeah.
home in the car. Like, come on, like what are you?
No,
my
back in
chaperone?
the day.
Isn't that poetic? Kind of.
It's a stalker.
No, me fearing for my life and like literally trying to like rush through traffic just to run away from this guy is not poetic.
But you have to look at it from another perspective, that your driving skill is improving. So
My driving skills really did
It
improve
is.
because I was trying to evade
Getting
guys.
stalked.
Yeah, but that happened way back in the day. Like
It's-
what?
yeah, I think that stopped to happen. No, Khayi still does that. I never did that because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I was in a car chase once, so I saw the girl. She was like, and the driver was like behind her. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that she's not okay with it. She goes, no, that's her way of saying, do more. Like, we're not in the Olympics. Why? And she keeps like swerving, and I'm like, you need to change your mind. It's
How
not
do you
gonna
know
go
that
anywhere.
that's her way of saying do more?
I don't know.
I think that's her saying, "Get the fuck out of my face."
But here's the thing. Then she parked.
Oh.
Oh no.
So she's like, show me that your driving skills are better than mine.
Yeah.
No,
She's
actually,
like,
he was.
really, go really fast now.
And he's like, yeah, you won. Wahala. So I'm like, I don't know. Am I in the wrong planet? All of it.
I think we're all on the wrong
Yeah.
planet.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Get us out of
I
here.
didn't have an answer.
So, what's the worst gift you've ever gotten
A very expensive watch.
as a Valentine's Day present?
As a Valentine, no, I don't receive gifts and I
Okay.
don't get.
He
Good.
doesn't give
Correct-
gifts.
correct
He's gonna
answer.
receive gifts. So what's the worst gift you've given?
The worst gift. Yeah, one of my guy friends, he got married. So I like took like this very fancy box, and the box alone is handmade. I think it's cost like 150 KD. Inside the box, there is like an Ariel, small box of Ariel, and miniature fairy. And the note was like, for the dark days ahead. When he pisses her off, it's his turn.
That's actually a nice gift. I don't know.
It's so bleak.
Did he appreciate it?
He did, but he didn't show it to his wife. So
He just showed the box. He didn't show the inside.
yeah, he didn't.
Yeah,
He
smart.
didn't show the inside.
So I think it's time for us to talk about girls' experience in being
Okay.
disappointed
On
on
Valentine's
Yalla,
Day.
bring
gifts.
it. Bring it.
And yeah, generally on Valentine's Day.
I have a story time actually about Valentine's Day.
Okay.
It's like my only experience. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like getting flowers from people is not really like an experience. Like we're girls, we're gonna get flowers on Valentine's Day. Like that's the norm. But like actually like going out on Valentine's Day, I only had like the experience once. And basically, this was at the time I was talking to someone because he was trying to get married and everything. So he took me on a day on Valentine's Day, and the day started. This is how I knew this was not the one. Like low key, this was such a warning, like a red flag. He calls me. He's like, "Hey, we're going out for dinner today." After, by the way, like we had a conversation. He was like, "I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but we'll go out for dinner, but I'm not gonna say Happy Valentine's Day."
Just don't take me.
Yeah, what are you trying to prove? So
If you don't celebrate it, just don't mention it.
yeah.
بطلع عشانك. You know?
Yeah. It was. I don't. But and I was like, oh, this is a red flag. Anyways, long story short, we go out. He comes, picks me up, gives me a bouquet of flowers. Doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day. He's like, here you go, this is for you. And I'm like, okay, just say it. But whatever. We go to dinner. First of all, we go to this. We shouldn't have gone to that spot. Every person he knew apparently was there. So he's already like stressed. He's like, oh my god, I'm going to be seen with someone that I'm taking out for dinner because I want to marry her. So he's already like mitwahig, you know. So I'm like, this is so awkward. I don't care. I don't know anyone here. You know, like it's Valentine's Day. I got dressed up. I look cute. I'm like, okay, take a picture of me. And he's like, no. I'm like, why? I just want to send it to like my family. Like I look nice. Like I'm out at dinner. Like, but mind you, he didn't have a reason. He just said no. He's like, no. So then. By then, I'm tired because he didn't say Happy Valentine's Day. He kind of made the whole day a bit miserable. Like, it's so awkward. He's in a mood. I start crying. Yeah, because I'm so... Khalas, like, I'm just... It's my first Valentine's Day experience. Like, I'm never going to forget this. So, like, I'm not, like, crying, but I'm, like, tearing up. I'm like, oh, my God.
Like Turkish soap opera.
Yeah,
crying.
like, I don't want to ruin my
She is
makeup.
a quarter Turkish.
True. No, but you guys, it's so embarrassing. Like he literally like walked in front of me. The rest, like the whole thing, it was. You know what I mean? Like he's trying not to be seen. I'm like, this is horrible for me. Like we should just not have gone out. Anyways, I start like tearing up. He's like, don't, you're fucking embarrassing me. And I'm like, what? So I go to the bathroom and I call a friend, and literally my friend's like, just get out of the restaurant. I'll come now. I'll pick you up. I'll leave. Anyways, I didn't because that would have been even worse. So I sat back down and. Eventually, I went home and I was like, "Well, this was the absolute worst day of my life." So that's my
Nightmare.
experience.
Then what happens afterwards?
We ended up like just calling it quits. We were not a match. I need someone that's Happy Valentine's
Obviously,
Day.
she's not married, so
Yeah, she's here.
she's here.
There's no ring on my finger. Congratulations to
She's
me.
still single, يعني. If anyone interested, هذا الرقم.
Hey,
Do not.
I'm her Valentine, okay? Back off. Everybody back off.
This
that
teddy bear is
was-
actually my Valentine's. The one you're abusing.
Okay. I'm giving him love, but in my tough way.
Do you have any horrible Valentine's Day experiences with your ex-husband?
With my ex-husband. So if anybody doesn't know, I was married. We talked about it like 5 million times previously.
Did we?
But
Scoop, you was married.
no, I trained him.
You trained him?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
See, this is what happened. Like when we first got married, he didn't even know how to get me a nice gift for my birthday. Like he didn't even celebrate my birthday. So I was like, okay, this can never happen. This is not happening. So obviously I got really mad.
Queen.
I think I might have like cried or something. I don't know what I did.
Probably cried.
Probably cried. My go-to though is locking him out of the room. No, and if I want to be really dramatic, I would put my ring. I would put my ring on the counter and be like, it's like a kind of scary and put the fear of God in it. Like there's a chance- like I don't even want to wear your ring anymore.
What happened when you did that?
But anyway, so for Valentine's Day, I was like, I need to make sure that he gets me something. So I started sending him, I think it was Tiffany's or something. They had this thing where you could tell someone that you like this like piece or whatever so that they can get it for you. So he's bombard him with emails. A little birdie told me Zainab would like this for Valentine's.
It's a $10,000 diamond necklace.
Oh wow.
No, it wasn't. No, how did I get D? Like $300, $400. But yeah, I would just bombard him and I would like drop a hint that if he doesn't get me something for Valentine's, like I'm gonna be mad. And throughout the years, I trained him well.
Such a different experience, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is. Yeah, this makes me wonder, like, this is why I'm very sympathetic with women.
Thanks.
Because we have a lot of idiots out there,
Yeah.
like with these stories and above. But that, I mean, when is the actual line where you have to cut it?
I don't know. I feel like for me, I had to put the bouquet in like a vase filled with my tears, and then to realize like this was not the one.
But here's the thing: you both said like this tragic story.
Tiffany's
I
gifts
sympathize
for Valentine's
with it.
Day is not tragic.
But at the same thing, the curse of women, I can see it embedded in both, which is I want to fix him. He told you in the beginning, yet you went. And it kept going bad and bad and bad
Worse.
and worse and worse.
Car
and
crash.
you know that the guy, I don't know, he's a cheapskate, I don't know. But yeah. And he's not getting hints but you're like bombarded. Why why don't you just save your energy and emotion and just screw him?
He was my husband. What, was I going to leave because he didn't give me a gift?
It's called khal. So
which is what I did eventually.
Thank you.
We did what you did eventually, but I feel like girls, we are like fixers. We're like, I see so much potential in you, like that. I feel like I could teach you. You know,
potential, but so it's not him.
Yeah,
no, it's
but that's our
potential.
problem.
But that's my main issue with my like female counterparts and friends. Where you saw an asshole, you saw a very idiot asshole, Ahmar, okay, and this asshole, this is him. So you're like, but if I give him an armor and a sword, he might be a knight.
But that's the thing is, in my case, he wasn't an asshole. It's
Yeah.
just,
He was an idiot.
I mean, just don't celebrate Valentine's Day then. You know, like this, let's not do
Yeah, well,
this
he's
half
like,
day.
But if he had told you I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, what would you have done?
I mean, he didn't celebrate Christmas either. Listen, that was just not someone I was compatible with.
Why haram? Why?
Yeah,
Christmas.
based to him, it's like, in my opinion, I was just raised outside, so I think I'll never be able to understand that. You know, like I don't even want to put that judgment because everyone has a right to their beliefs. But in my case, he wasn't a bad person. It's just we just weren't like
You weren't compatible.
At all.
Like your values were not aligned.
yeah.
And that's, I think, yeah, obviously that is a mistake. I think that
Girls
women make is that because there is this pressure on girls to like get married and like settle because our biological clock is ticking.
Yalla,
And then the older we get,
plan.
we're expected to like lower our standards. So we see some things that we like in a guy, like the majority of the things like, okay, can he provide? Is he like, you know, man enough? And then we fall into that trap where it's like, okay, we realize there are things that are different, like the values, like for example in her case, like there are things that she celebrates he doesn't celebrate, and then you're like, oh, it's okay, this is a small problem, I can fix it.
That's a huge problem.
That's the downfall of women. I can fix it.
Women, we will bend. I'm so sorry to say this, like to all men, but we do actually contort ourselves to make life easier for you and please you and adapt to you. I actually don't think men adapt to women in the same way women adapt to men.
Yeah, I mean there is this saying in Arabic, I don't know how to translate it, but basically isn't it ولدك على ما تربينا وريلك على ما تعودينا or something like that?
Somebody واحتسبي. That's what I know.
So your son, when you raise him,
Like you raise your son
you raise your son.
and then you I don't know, train your husband.
You train him, yeah, عادي. So
So
you trained him, so it's
I
okay.
did, obviously not good enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell
Show the
you.
ring finger. Show the ring finger.
Well, I'm wearing rings, but I'm not.
So I'm gonna tell you the actual equation.
Okay.
Since أنا اليوم le expert here.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we have two fundamental problems. First, the origins of men and women. So women, they nest. They care. They tend to look at details because they stay in the same place for a long period of time. Because they take care of children, they do that. We're talking about the earlier versions beta وهذا
hunter gatherer.
Neanderthal أيوة. The guys, they're hunters. They know it's 50-50 chance that they might return, 50-50 chance that they might find their food or whatever survive because people are counting on him. So stress level 1,000, and he needs to be like in that warrior phase for himself and for the surroundings. So when he goes back to the cave, he just faced death. He knows that, so he just wants time alone. We're still in that phase. That's why guys have man cave, for example. We don't want to be emotional. We just want to be surrounded with similar people, and we just unwind. Women, they're the same thing, but their direction is different because they stayed in the same place. So when a guy enters, they see that there's something wrong. Part of their strength is that they want to show emotion, compassion. They want to protect them because they can see harm. Of course, because he was facing death. But guys, he doesn't want to share that, and he just wants to be left alone. When he sees that she left him alone for that period of time, he's gonna show that, okay, bravo, this is like a wife material plus, although she is his wife now. So that understanding has to exist. With time, we develop these traits. He doesn't have to hunt, and she doesn't have to stay in her place. So women came up with the I need to save him mentality because he's stressed. I need to fix him, and he need to save her. So he doesn't have to go outside and kill animals anymore. So the only thing in front of him that she doesn't understand is his female counterparts. So we go into this loop. He thinks that she needs saving, and she thinks that he needs to be fixed. But the reality is, none of them accepted the other as damaged or as imperfect as they are. This is one part of the problem. The second part is that men always underestimate women's emotional awareness. Mm-hmm. They know that the minute you sat opposite to a woman, she knew exactly what you want. She knew the minute you were outside your mom's tummy. زين؟ فwhen you sit and you like قطرة and like أنا أحسك مثل أختي.
We've psychoanalyzed them already.
And زين and he gives you like extra vibe وزارة وأنت جاية مراجعة, not your in a date وهذا. بعدين after like 2-3 weeks, he sends you like a message at 10 p.m. or 11, and he's like, somehow أنا مرتاح لك.
Kuwaiti pickup line.
Why?
أنا مرتاح لك.
What is she مخدة What?
I'm comfortable with you.
I'm comfortable with you.
Hey,
okay,
what is that the issue is because women, okay, I saw you were coming, and I know your intention, but since you put the Wuzara theme, okay, maybe I was wrong. So she put herself into that, let's friend ourselves. زين خلاص we're friends. So when she get adapted to that emotionally and mentally, he's like, I'm retarded. And then just be yourself since day one. I'm like, what do you think? But that happened because, this is happening because the fear of rejection. أنت يا كلب, you used to hunt. You used to hunt.
That's the thing.
Hey, what happened?
And I think that's why women want to save men. It's because like you said, like they have this fear of rejection that sometimes is so crippling that they cannot make the first move. So or any move.
They just love you in secrecy.
So sometimes women feel like we need to step up.
But that's the issue. And that's my issue. So now خلصنا from the idiots. Let's go to the upper class, the gentlemen.
Yeah.
We don't like it when women take extra steps.
Of course, yeah.
We don't like taking extra steps either.
You shouldn't, and you shouldn't.
We don't.
Exactly.
This is why we're single.
because and that's the problem, that we don't take extra steps thinking that we're like, okay, we're going to be chasing.
No, you shouldn't.
Nobody's chasing.
Yeah, nobody's chasing.
No, you have to act dumb. Guys are like that. شوية tweak it. مو هالدرجة بس
Oh my god.
It's like, so you work out. Wow.
1 + 1.
This doesn't work. Do you know what our degrees are? Like the second they start asking a few questions, خلاص, the jig is up.
It's like
Zainab, the jig is up.
Okay, you have two options. You either act dumb like whatever هذا, or give him the اللي if هذه أبيها مدام.
Is this one? Because we're very much ifwa girlies, but I don't think someone's sitting there like Nabiya.
I feel like it's not acting dumb. I think like men want to feel like they're special, or they're like they mansplain things for you. So it's not acting dumb as much as like you ask him something like, "Oh, I don't know how
do you
to
change
do
a
this.
tire?
Can you help me?" Like, literally, sometimes there are things that I would know, but I just act like I don't know, and that's frustrating for us.
Yeah.
It
Why do we have to
is.
dumb ourselves down for you guys?
No, because so the majority, you have to be like, you have to understand the majority of guys are that you have to dump for them وغيره. But في شريحة يعني شوية كذي, like kind of like better, زين. فهذول they're like they really hate, and when women, so the thing is, women, men, there is a gray area. Women's intelligence is on how I create this gray area and how big it is and how flexible it is. زين. If you see him in Ahmar, create a stadium. زين. Create a stadium and all doors are open. تكفدش يلا. Okay, so you have to create that. If you see him smart, that stadium has to be a room. So that's all you have to do. But if you put the red carpet, even if he has a real interest, because he's a hunter and he didn't work hard on getting to know you, هذا ما يشم, so he didn't hunt.
Yeah.
He didn't do the mating dance وهذا. He's like, هذه ميت علي تبيني. And you lost all ground. You lost until you suddenly block him and give him the سهم الغدر رمادي.
What's سهم الغدر? Can you try?
سهم الغدر. So this is apparently I don't use Snapchat. One of my friends was telling me that he's single, by the way.
Does he use Snapchat?
He used Snapchat.
He's dead to us.
Okay. So anyways, he was like, when you converse with someone and you add Snapchat, you don't have their number or anything. So it's like a gray area where if nothing works, خلاص, you can just cut them out. So he's like, everything is going okay and she's responding. Then I didn't respond for 2 days. I sent, instead of having the blue arrow that's received, I get the gray. The gray means she blocked him. So,
he's way too proficient in Snapchat. Red flag. Yeah. No.
So he calls it the betrayal of the gray arrow. سهم الغدر.
Lord.
Yeah, well, it serves him right. Why does it take you 2 days to respond?
Yeah, what are you doing for 2 days?
I don't know.
Can we ask these questions? What do men think
a man
they're
once
get?
told me, he was like, if a man takes 2 days to respond, take 4 to
No, but what is this 2 business days to respond?
No,
I'm
that's
never
dumb.
speaking to you again.
That's-
I've forgotten you. 2 days.
No, that's like, you have to look not too eager. I think part of it. But you also have to maintain that I am interested at the same time. But you don't want to be like, hey.
2 days?
Yeah.
2 days. Excuse me. There's literally men from different countries in my Snapchat, in my DMs right now, tell me I'm the apple of their eye. They've been talking to themselves for 4 years in my DMs. Tell me I'm the most important person in their lives. I'm their number one. I'm not waiting for
you're
2
like,
days.
yalla, do your dance. Yalla, I want 5 years. Yalla.
No, but the problem is, like, especially with social media now, is that like they're in your DMs, but they're probably in like 10 other girls'
Of
DMs.
course.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course.
We actually
Like, and the problem is when they do it to a friend group. Like, we had a guy, so I was talking to him, but he was in her DMs, and he actually made a move on one of our best friends.
Yeah.
Like, do they think we're dumb that we don't talk to
And
each
the
other?
3 of us post and we're clearly friends. We post each other. We're always hanging out and everything. So he'll send a message to all of us at the same time. Like, we're just like, hey, look.
Yeah, he's like throwing خيوط الحداق.
What are you doing?
Which one is gonna...
Yeah, but
We're
like
dumb.
within the same friend group, have you no shame? Like, what?
Tala, this is for you, asshole. You know yourself.
You know who you
CC,
are.
I'm gonna put your name.
She would literally be on the phone to me and she's like, oh my God, he just texted me and I told him on the phone.
And she's like, oh my God, he was in my DMs today.
Shit. Yeah, I have a friend of mine. He went out with 3 women, 3 friends in 1 month. I'm like, you can't do that. She's like, what? Because they're gonna say, well, I went out with Flan. So where's the issue? No, they are women. If you do that, so they're gonna counter you, and then Chaylah is gonna get activated, blacklisted everywhere. So you need to try out your luck, man. Suddenly he's like, oh shit, yeah.
And if they're crazy enough, they're gonna take it a step further. They're gonna ruin your life.
They will.
They'll probably slash your tires.
That's
They will mark you for the rest of your life.
You don't want to piss off one girl. You're trying to piss off 3, 4.
Imagine. And they were like, okay, he's just dumb. Let's act on that. Okay. So all of them, they hear the same questions. They see the same approach. They see the same. And he's like, they all gave me the same, like, end of the night. Like, hello, thank you for that. She's like, what did you expect?
Yeah.
And probably they have like a WhatsApp group with your name on it.
And your picture. Hung.
And question, did he order this or that? You know?
Did he tell you this story? That's the worst. If they do the repeat conversations.
Oh, shit.
Because girls will be like, oh, what did you talk about?
Yeah.
It's like, if you're dating the same girl and you're having the same conversation, everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Exactly. Thank you.
Also, like, if you want to date multiple girls, like, why in the same friend group? Like, should I expand?
Exactly.
Guys have a name for girls who do that. They call them homie hoppers. Yeah. Because like you're hopping from homie to homie.
Is this a Gen Z term or what?
No, it's a millennial. It's like an old
Homie
term.
hopper? Okay.
Homie hopper. But that's for a girl. I don't know. We should come up with a name for a guy.
A loser.
Yeah, he's eventually going to
No,
lose
I'm going to
everything.
give you the name of the guy who does that. عشان خلاص, it's
The
small.
biggest loser.
He registered it under his name. So this...
Oh my God, we should do a thing where like people
He's like
that
leftover pizza at this point. It's like everyone's had a bite. Like, what is this? He's the leftovers.
they need to like officially register themselves as,
As leftovers, please. Guys, comment on the video. What should we call the leftover guys? Should we actually just call them leftovers?
we need ideas,
Yeah.
please.
I'm going to write his name in the comments.
And his phone number.
And mention your account. You asshole.
Shahabi's doing God's work.
Yeah. Shahabi's for the girls, actually.
You really are. You said you're a sexist, but I think you're
for the
actually
girls.
secretly
You're
for
No,
the
like,
girls.
yani, the thing is, this is a lot of people don't know. I was raised by a single mom. So my
Shout
dad
out, Mom.
is
Shout out,
not in the picture at all since I was 6 or هذا. So if I was raised by a single mom, raising 7 kids and doing 2 jobs,
Wow.
how on earth do you think that I'm sexist? Because mom taught me everything. Like when I see her, how she's struggled, and I had this idea about dad. Dad is, yani, for sake. Let's say that he's a crime lord. Okay, hypothetically, which is not very far from the truth. So imagine you have this idea. Your dad always like, when he enters everywhere, he has like the respect of everyone. I'm like, okay, and I'm his eldest. I'm always with him when I was a kid. So I know that sometimes I enter a room before him and the room has a vibe. When he enters, it's different. Oh, so he has that very charismatic presence. So I'm like, Dad is God. Then he did one mistake and I saw mom show him كيفان قطع 5 أنا راويك.
Oh my God.
So she's like, شوفني. Okay, I'm like, oh, wow, and that was so small. And I was like, oh, okay, so this was all bullshit. Mom was a superpower. Okay, so she was acting dumb, but when push comes to shove, so that was the reality. Oh, mom held all the cards.
Yeah.
So she just allowed him to be. And that opened a lot of doors and it opened a lot of insights, seeing how much she put effort in being everything, like a mom, a friend, and everything. That created an admiration. But the thing is, and also like gave me a lot of room to try to understand as much as possible from people, especially women. But we're in an age where if you do everything right, like let's say, and there is a funny video about women. If you post it, sexist! But okay, I posted 3,000 on guys. Why am I being labeled? Because I posted one. So when that happens, here's dozen more. Okay, so that's what I do.
So you're just intentionally trigger.
Thank you. Maybe there's only 2 people on earth that knows that I do that to see your reaction.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Joey triggering people.
Yeah.
But going back to what you were saying, like there was this scene in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and I fucking love this line so much. I quote it all the time, where the mom was telling the daughter, she was like, the man is the head and the woman is the neck, and she can turn the head any which way that she wants. So you always have to make the man feel like he's the one like making the decision, but you're kind of like planting seeds. That's what we do. That's what our gatherer instincts are like. Plant seeds.
Yeah, but like there's a quote as well, right? Like, what's the quote? It's like behind every great man, there's an even greater woman, or something like that.
Yeah, behind every great man is
strong man, stronger woman. Anyways, something along the lines of either like for every great man, like look at who the woman by his side.
But sometimes it's خرفنة on the wrong side, like يعني. Look at Caesar. He was ruined because of Cleopatra.
So Cleopatra's the problem. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Caesar is so flawed.
I know, مسكين عنده صرع, but she used that against him. She's like, nobody's gonna know. And then they killed him. So she started dating his best friend.
Mark Anthony, shout out.
Okay, and he تخرفن too. So they had like, okay, let's go to the logical guy. So, okay, are you into toxic women? Which is Augustine. He was like, no. Okay, kill the shit out of them. So he annihilated their presence. But sometimes I even read that Atiyah the Hun, he massacred the entire like hemisphere, which is the longest period of ethnic cleansing. And it was disaster. It's like Mongols, but triple. Then he reached Germany and he stopped. During one of the campaigns, he saw a blonde woman. Okay, so he was like, من ذي الدميرة دي. Okay, so she's like, she comes from good family. شارع هذا ما شنو. والله أبغاها. And apparently she gave him the beginning that if هذا, and the guy was killing everyone. So I think they got married and he died after like a week or 10 days or something. So his entire army retreated. So that's what conquered him at the end of the day. It's always femme fatale. It's always women.
Yep.
That's the origin of every war. Like, what are men always fighting over?
Helen.
Women or land?
Yeah, Freud.
Yeah.
Everything goes back to the extra sensitive today.
No, but I read this quote a while back, and I loved it so much. It was telling me about it, where it was like, women get energy from the earth, and men get energy from women. So it is essentially, it all goes back to women.
Energy or like motivation?
Everything.
Okay, maybe it might be right, like, because when men like need to recharge, we either go into absolute isolation or we sit with the person we care about the most, from like the female or other.
Your mom.
That's it. So yeah, I think you're right.
All right, well, let's go back to gift giving
Okay.
because we're feeling generous today.
Okay.
And we want to help men. So we want to do a gift giving guide. So we have some do's and don'ts.
Yes, my wallet is not with me. I'm poor,
I mean, obviously,
miskin.
these probably are for you. So listen carefully.
So you can
need
then
to
tell
listen.
the men.
Yeah.
Like, this is a message from the women to the men via a man.
Also,
Okay.
advice for you because you don't buy gifts, but all of
I do, but not on Valentine.
not on Valentine, but like she's gonna feel left out if all her girlfriends are getting gifts.
If you're watching this, إذا تطلب فيكم هدية والله يا ويلكم.
Not the multiple girls.
كلكم حقكم كلكم. So let's see.
I know some girls like get gifts or flowers for themselves. They order flowers for themselves and they're like, like, look what I got.
حرام.
I can think of one person.
See, so you're probably gonna force her to do that so she doesn't feel embarrassed.
No, she's not gonna do that. She's gonna send a message like, "Hi, where are you?"
No, you know
That's
what's
it.
smart is getting the flowers for herself and then messaging you, be like, "Oh my god, baby, thank you so much for the flowers."
Say toxic queen. I didn't get them, and be like, "Oh, then I don't know who got them for me."
Like, no, she's like, "Oh, babe, so oops, sorry." That's it. No context.
Maybe it works on other guys, and he's gonna
Not
be like,
on you.
No. But with me, I'm like, okay, someone at least, yeah. He saved the trouble. It's okay.
All right, well, let's start with the do's.
Why don't you take them away?
So, do get her flowers and chocolate.
Don't just get her flowers and chocolate.
I'm looking at you.
Okay.
He's getting her nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Do listen to her hints, like what she likes, if she's dropping hints here and there, if she's sending you emails.
From Tiffany's. Don't get her something you like. And what I mean by that is don't get her something that like على ذوقك انت, like on your taste. No, get something that she would want.
Like a set of knives.
Yeah.
For example, with your name on it.
Like Xbox controller, whatever people are using these days.
Like Xbox controller.
Yeah.
No, but I gift good gifts.
Tariq pulled out his Xbox controller.
Can you give us this? For the sake of this.
Don't get her this and be like,
no woman wants this. We don't want this.
so we can game together.
No.
I don't want to break it. All right, next do ask her family and friends for ideas or help and what to get her if you're stuck.
Don't actually just ask her what she wants, because she's gonna be forced to be like, nothing. She's lying.
Not me. That could never be me. If you ask me what I want, I'll be like, okay, well, there's a list, so I'm gonna give you one for like every budget. All right, and the last one is do think outside the box. So basically, if it's like winter time, obviously February, it's nice. Do a keshta. Do a Valentine's Day keshta. That's nice and thoughtful, and obviously she's gonna know that you put a lot of effort into it. We're giving you ideas, aren't we?
Wallah, Zain,
I see you nodding.
No, I'm admiring the simplicity of it.
See, I swear we are simple.
It is
We're
easy,
so
by the way.
simple.
We don't want everything in the world. Like, similarly, don't be afraid to go all out. Like, yeah, get creative. Do something. It doesn't have to. Don't just go to the restaurant. I get it. The Valentine's Day menu, sometimes it's a lot of pressure. It's like kind of boring. Everyone's on a date. Like, maybe that's not your guys' vibe. Do a picnic. Don't just do something regular, especially for people who've been married forever. Like, get creative with it.
Mm-hmm. So I think I'm doing well, Zain, because I come to mind one of the best gifts that I gave, and you can be the judge. So one of them, I gave her a random key.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that she's going to be in this city. So I'm like, okay, you're there? Okay, this is the location, go. So she was very stressed on what to do and stuff. So she went, and it's my place, naturally. And everything was set for her. So if you want to go camping, this is the set. If you want to go, this is the هذا. So her 3 weeks was ready as a set there. What do you want to do? خلاص, okay, that's because she never did that alone.
Yeah.
So she needs to say, come with me. I'm like, no. So that was one of the things, and it was very, I need to know all the little details, what she's afraid of, what she can do, what's her athleticism level. I know what she wants. So that was like basically a benchmark to yalla, live for 3 weeks.
Aww.
That's so cute.
I'm sure that was appreciated. See,
See,
guys?
The second was, so I had this, one of my exes. She travels a lot.
One of many exes.
She travels a lot. So I gifted her this custom-made, very expensive...
Diamond ring.
No.
Rolex.
She has like a lot of jewelry and shit. So that level doesn't work وياها وهذا. And that level I don't do because I'm like more into other thought. So this expensive Swiss UK company, I think, they create very custom expensive pieces.
Okay.
So they created more like I created a compass with her initials on it behind. I forgot what it was like. For every time you get lost or something like that. يطلع مني صح قوية ولا لا؟ It looked very well. حتى when I received it, I'm like, ما بيعطيها. So It's okay.
So, guys, if you're stuck and you need inspiration, call Shahabi.
Slide in his DMs.
Slide in his DMs.
And girls, if he doesn't get you what you want, just leave.
والله صدق يعني look at yourself. وقفي قدام منظره. شلون الحمار هذا يقص عليك؟ شلون؟ نفخ عليك بوانيت شلون؟
Speaking of, شوفي نفسك بالمنظر.
Yeah.
Which basically means look at yourself in the mirror for those of you who don't understand Arabic. Let's talk about standards.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Well, for starters, did you say something earlier? Yeah, but you said about the older you are, the more you're supposed to lower your standards. But
No, you're not supposed to,
I mean,
but
yeah, but
it's
that's what people are
expected
telling
from
you.
society. Yeah.
and I
Okay.
feel like I see like the older my friends are getting and the older I'm getting, I'm
The
like,
more standards.
yeah, like I'm,
Do you want my perspective on what I'm seeing?
Okay.
yeah.
زين. ما أدري about other guys, but we really hate it when women put extra effort and don't embrace themselves. Like, يعني مثلا, if things get out of proportions, كذي, وبعدين كذي حوايب, كنا وضع طيارات, زين, ونبلش we go physique, يعني she's walking like a predator but on makeup. Okay, يعني what the fuck? زين,
Are you talking about like cosmetic procedures?
cosmetic, yeah. The older you get, the more. But for us, يعني the most attractive thing when you see someone like طالع من البيت ومسوي بون. الموت هذا because she knows her worth. She's not there for you. وما لها خلق. Apparently she has a lot of priorities. That's very attractive. Very attractive. She's not gonna put والله full makeup عشان رايحة grab something from pick ورد. ليش؟
Yeah.
ليش؟ فذات these small details I admire. But the thing is الحمير from guys مثلا, they like these fake things. They like this out of proportions.
Yeah. Because men are visual creatures.
Yeah.
Not all of them. That's my problem.
Yeah, the idiots are the visual ones. The idiots, the ones we're not addressing. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm intrigued to know what's the standards.
I mean, for starters, like a really basic one is don't slide in every girl's DMs
Yeah,
in the
Mark.
same friendship group. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't even think that's a crazy standard to have.
I would say also like put some effort. Like I noticed guys these days, like they don't put effort. Like if you like a girl, show her that you like her.
Yeah.
Like you're the guy, you're supposed to make the first move.
Just
like
chase.
you're not supposed to like drop hints so I make the first move, or like if you're intimidated, that's just not attractive.
You know when they talk to you and they get
خرا.
more, you know when they talk to you and they get more and more intimidated as they're
Yeah.
speaking to you, and you see them like shrink. It's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like you had all this confidence and all of a sudden like it just got deflated in front of us.
A lot of times I think girls are attracted to confidence. Like if
Yeah.
a guy shoots his shot and if it's like obviously like not a cheesy pickup line, like I think girls would like, I don't know, they'd laugh about that, they'd appreciate it, and then they'd be like, okay, you're actually not bad.
Yeah.
I think I had a conversation with someone. You know, I'm not gonna say who.
Who is it?
No, he's a guy. So I saw him. We ran to each other by coincidence. He's like, oh, he was on the phone, like meeting. No, it's okay. So I sat with him. And he's like, Shahabi, and generally he's a good-looking guy. زين. He's an established entrepreneur. So he's like, me and the guys, we were thinking. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, how the fuck do you do this? I'm like, do what? Like the company? So like, how do you do it? Like, I mean, like, how do you know a lot of women? And I'm like, there is a think tank on that? On me? Like, yeah, I mean, you don't drive a Ferrari.
Oh wow.
You don't have like our assets. I'm like,
You have a two-tone beard, sir. Naturally.
Salt and pepper hair.
I don't know.
Nice
I'm like,
salt and pepper hair.
I'm looking and I just zoomed out. I'm like, and I had this image of him that he's very busy and like he's from one project to another. Think tank over an asshole like me. Why? I'm like,
Yeah.
you know why? Because I don't do that. For a starter, I don't waste my time. You have to just spend time with them.
Yeah. Talk to us like we're humans. Don't just creep. Like men do this thing where they don't know how to approach, so they just lurk. They hover, like, you know what I mean? And it's the worst thing ever, and it's so unattractive. Like have some balls and approach. Go for the kill. Aren't you supposed to be a hunter?
مثلا, what happened?
Like what? And that's the problem. That's why I think girls are like stepping up. And I know you say like guys don't like it when girls make the first move, but sometimes it's like, Yani, it's confusing because it's like, do you like me?
Yeah.
Do you not? Are you just
Sometimes
gonna keep
it's
lurking in the shadows
Just
forever?
get over with. Just get over with.
Yeah.
Either
Is
she
it-
likes you or she doesn't.
Is that the case, or is it maybe it might be in the wrong pool?
I mean, the pool here is just, it's not pooling.
It's bath water. It's the leftover bath
It's a
water.
kiddie pool.
Like a pool اللي مو مغسلينها for like
And
Well,
it's just-
chalet, they didn't
and
flush it.
there's salt, there's dirt, there's dust, there's mud. That's the
well,
pool.
there is a fish. يلا تعال. تعال.
Is
Are
there
you
a fish?
Oh,
interested?
tiny fish.
Or is it bacteria?
But yeah, I feel like it's also like treating a woman right. Like know how to treat a woman. Like that's another one. I feel like that. Like
Yeah.
Yani, our standards, I swear to God, when you say high standards, we're not expecting you to like have a Ferrari or like whatever. You know what I mean? It's like provide, pay for things, obviously.
Naturally.
Yeah, like if I'm going out and I'm putting so much effort into the way that I look, like these products cost money. Do you know how much money girls pay to like maintain?
I'm so sorry. I don't want to be rude, but just the Dyson like hair dryer is more expensive than this whole dinner.
I know.
It could buy the dinner like 10 times.
No,
I
just
almost
my
bought it, by the
foundation.
way.
Yeah.
I
The
almost
foundation's
bought
so
it.
expensive.
And it's like, I think 160 KD or...
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's 160. So I saw this wireless vacuum, 139, going for the kill. So this is more efficient for me. But I don't expect... I think that the art of giving gifts, for example, like in terms of standard, should be something very, very natural. Like if you are thinking, Valentine, I have to give her a gift, it's like something forced.
Yeah.
It's not actual. But if you see something, this is for Zainab, okay, that's very natural and it's very thoughtful. And that's something I think that should be the case generally, one of the standards that,
Yeah.
that you have the person in your mind, really. And once that happens, خلاص, they have to go with it.
Yeah.
We like thoughtfulness. That's, at the end of the day, I think that's what girls want. We want to know that you're listening. Like it's like when you've had a long day. Is there anything better than like calling the person you're dating and talking to him about it, and then be like, okay, well, I'll pass by. Why don't we go for ice cream? Like, just make the load easier. We're not looking to be saved. I don't think in this day and age women care about being saved. Women are entrepreneurs just like men are. Women are now at a stage where there's more female graduates of university than men. So it's like women can take care of themselves. But how nice is it when like a man takes the load off of you a little bit, makes your life a little bit nicer.
It's the natural way of
Yeah.
things between guys and
It's
girls.
kind of like this guy, I think he was like on TikTok or something, where he was like, a woman should know how to change a tire, but she shouldn't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, we've learned, because this is like how we've evolved as like women, that we don't need saving. Like we could take care of ourselves, but obviously our natural instinct is that we do want to be taken care of as well. You know what I mean?
A strong, independent woman from 9 to 5. بعدين
After
استحر
that,
وجهك يعني.
But women do take care of men. Like, I'm so sorry, but like women are there for their emotional needs, because men don't have anyone to talk about their emotions with. Girls, we talk about our emotions all day long. So they listen to men, they provide support. Sometimes the best advice, is from a woman, because she has that emotional capacity to see things differently than a man. Like she can take the ego out of the room a little bit. Like, so I do feel like women do so much for men, and sometimes it's almost like it's made fun of a little bit, like, oh, you're whipped. It's like, yeah, he should be whipped, because that woman will do everything for him. She's carrying the kids on her back. Like, he's not doing as much parenting.
Yeah, I understand that, because my close friends, when they get married, I know, knowing my friend, he's gonna go to his wife now.
Yeah.
Like the problems. I'm like, مبروك, Allah يوفقكم وهذا, then no longer close friends. So he doesn't see the فضايح.
don't you post that all the time on your Instagram where you're like, oh, another one?
Yeah, exactly. I'm out of friends, خلاص.
All right. Well, we want to do this fun segment now
Okay.
where we're going to put you in the hot seat and we're going to ask you some questions and you're going to answer hot or rot.
Hot if it's cool and you like it.
Okay.
Rot if it just no.
Excellent. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bring
let's
it.
go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Red lipstick. Fast.
Hot.
She has guy friends.
Neutral. Hot. I don't know. عادي.
Okay.
She's not a good driver.
Rot.
She's a better driver than you.
حد hot.
She's an F1 driver.
Oh, super hot.
She can win an arm wrestling match with you.
No, that's rot. I'm scared.
She's taller than you in heels.
She?
Is taller than you in heels.
I'm in hot.
Ooh.
She matches your appetite.
Rot.
Is that a personal question? Because you have a big appetite.
I do. ايه ما يصير ايه شو وين قاعدين
You want her leftovers. Okay, she won't let you have 4 wives.
how did I think? I don't even think of getting married, but it's okay. Maybe that might be hot. يعني.
Okay.
Okay.
She expects a rom-com relationship.
What's a rom-com?
Like a romantic comedy, like, you know.
Like NBC2? Rot.
She's funnier than you.
Super hot. Super hot.
She expects you to pay for everything.
Rot.
She earns more than you.
Hot.
She doesn't have a job and isn't looking for one.
Rot.
She takes forever to get ready, but looks amazing.
Hot. For effort.
And that was our hot and rot segment.
That you answered on behalf of all men on earth.
All men.
صح كيفكم عاد اللي مو عاجبه
Take it up with us in the comments.
Yeah.
Actually-
Or in his DMs, actually. If you're angry and you have hate, just DM him. What's your username?
Mr. Shahabi.
All right. All in one, no underscores?
All in one.
Perfect.
All in
Mr.
one.
Shahabi. There you go.
All right. Well, you guys, we would want to hear your Valentine's Day horror stories as well. So leave them in the comments. Share other stories as well, not just Valentine's Day.
Yeah, do you
horror
celebrate
stories.
Valentine's Day? Do you bully people for celebrating Valentine's Day? Do you make your partners cry?
And those who do, flowered.
As you know, we always ask questions to our guests from a previous guest, right? And we pay it forward. But since this is a special edition for Valentine's Day, you get your own question from us.
Okay.
And you're not going to ask any questions for the next guest.
Sean, discrimination.
Yes, we are. We're discriminating
okay.
against you.
It's because you're a man.
Yeah.
مظلوم. It's like,
So, what era of women do you find most attractive? So you know, there's like there was like the BBL 2020s. There was before that the skinny blondes, like fake tan of the 2000s. Before that, it's like the 90s supermodel.
Or maybe the Victorian era.
You know?
I think maybe the natural 60s. Maybe.
Okay. But the natural not the 70s. You mean like
No.
the 60s? Like
60s,
Twiggy?
70s, yeah, they were.
Where did that
It was
natural?
mod.
Yeah,
they
it's
had
mod.
that deep like cut crease.
They
and
had really bleached blonde
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah, and you know, the 60s, it was much more. It was where like Bauhaus and this everything went like maxed together, and each individual had a unique identity. In the 70s, you started everyone has to be the same, everyone has to look the same.
hippies.
Oh.
And also, I think I like, and locally, I think late 90s, femme fatale was the sexiest.
Oh.
They did less work. They
Yeah.
did less effort, but they were like, oh.
Who is your biggest crush in the 90s?
Or of all time.
Maybe Sade.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. He has taste.
Sade. There is no comparison.
Yeah.
She's always there. I mean, since 93, the first time I heard Smooth Operator, and I was like just hooked. And then I kept listening to more songs. Is it a crime? I'm like, لا حبيبتي والله اسمع. You deserve everything. I think I like her. I love Sade because Sade is leave everything. She's elegant and she has a great voice. Her love songs are real. She's crushed. She sings about it. He's an asshole. She sings about it. She's treating him like shit. She sings about it. So
Like
it's not
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Not
So,
Taylor Swift.
no, Taylor Swift's like, yeah, he broke up with me. And
No,
she's like,
SZA.
yeah, so he broke up and I'm going to write a song on him. But Sade, she created the greatest song on a reality. He's a smooth operator. He's loved in 7 languages. Yes.
I'm so happy that I don't know if this is just my algorithm, but I've been seeing a lot of Sade on social media, and I feel like the younger generations appreciate. Like, she's timeless.
She is.
Well, I mean,
She's very
aesthetically,
timeless.
we're in a capsule right now where we're, like the throwbacks that we're seeing.
Yeah.
It's very like 2000s and 90s coded, and I feel like even aesthetically, like Sade really represents that elegance, minimal, like slick back bun, little hoop, like very simple makeup, very clean aesthetic. It's very trendy.
Because she was a model, and when I read about her story that she was a successful model and she left all that to pursue a career. Oh, boss lady 1000. Wow. And she kills in it. Madam, انت come here.
Girl boss.
Hell. And I love that. That's very sexy when a woman
Yeah.
takes an initiative and like, I can do this, بروحي. Yeah, it's very attractive, honestly.
I love that.
Sade, friend of the pod.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This was very insightful.
Thank
I
you.
hope
Thank
it
you
was
for having
insightful
me.
for both men and women.
Leave. Girls, just leave. That was the takeaway. Just leave. Just get out.
If he's not meeting your standards, just leave.
Hiddi.
Don't fix him.
هدي. I don't get it. If he doesn't meet your standards, يعني wear something nice, sit in a cafe and do this. That's it. That's it. You win. You win. زحمة على المواقف. You win. خلاص. It's as easy as that. خلاص.
That's true. All right. So if you guys liked this episode,
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, send to your exes. Start shit.
leave a thumbs up.
Leave a thumbs up and leave a review. If you don't leave a good review, you're not going to be our Valentine. It's that simple.
All right. Well, we'll see you next Wednesday with a new topic and a guest.
Potentially.
Potentially. All right, you guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.